This video will cover the topic, solving a proportion in the form x plus a over b equals c over d. In these problems, we will be given proportions in this general form.
Is this just like solving a normal equality?
Similarly, our goal in these problems is to solve for the variable. We can do this by figuring out how to get the variable by itself on one side of the equal sign. In this model, our colored letters represent constants, while our x represents a variable. So in this case, we want to figure out how to get x by itself. We can do this by what we call cross multiplication. Cross multiplication allows us to turn proportions that look like this into equalities that look like this. We call this cross multiplication because we're essentially multiplying the denominator of one fraction across the equal sign to the numerator of the other fraction.
I don't really get how this works.
If we remember our properties of equality, we know that the multiplicative property of equality tells us that we can multiply both sides of an equality by a constant and the equality is preserved. If we multiply both sides of the equality by d, the d's on the right side of the equal sign will cancel out. Next, if we multiply both sides of the equality by b, the b's on the left side of the equal sign will cancel out. This leaves us with d times the quantity x plus a equals c times b. This is the same as our original model, x plus a over b equals c over d.
Okay, that makes sense. What would this look like if we used numbers?
Let's try a sample problem. Here we're given y minus 3 over 8 equals 5 over 6 and told to solve for y. Our first step is to cross multiply. So we'll multiply the numerator y minus 3 by the denominator 6 and multiply the numerator 5 by the denominator 8. Next, we need to distribute the 6 to the quantity y minus 3, and we do this by multiplying each term by 6. 6 times y is 6y. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. On the other side of the equal sign, 5 times 8 equals 40, so our resulting equality is 6y minus 18 equals 40. We still need to get y by itself, so to do this, we first need to add 18 to both sides. This leaves us with 6y equals 58, so we can now divide by 6 to find out what y equals. This gives us y equals 58 over 6, but we're not done yet. Since both 58 and 6 can be divided by 2, we can simplify our fraction a little further. Once we simplify, we're left with y equals 29 over 3 as a final answer.
So when solving a proportion in the form x plus a over b equals c over d, we first need to cross multiply and then we can solve for our variable?
Right.